Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host and Pearl Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Hero, like Defender of the Fallen, here with my co-host Basil the Kitty Cat, currently sleeping on me. So, we're off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore in the north. It is Itaperuna fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Here with the 15th Panzergrenadier Division, 2nd Panzergrenadier Company, the Bike Panzergrenadier. In the southeast, it is Exalted, Sorcerer of Siege, fighting for freedom, democracy, liberty. And here with the US 3rd Armored Division, not Airborne, because Airborne does struggle a bit more versus the DAK than it does versus Wehrmacht. Trying to go for that versus the DAK can quickly end in tears. So you'll be seeing something else there. But that's the Wehrmacht again, it's still very powerful. It's not like it's completely useless against DAK, but against a good DAK player, it can have some issues. We got the fast Jeep start here for Siege. Rifle falling up here. Versus the Bike Panzers. He's going to obviously, I think, try and hunt down any bikes out his opponent. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks for those keep commenting and liking on my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. Will otherwise try to bury me. Check out the bike here, busy. Panzer gives me up the centre and up north. Panzer Pioneer still advancing there. 250 half-track for Itaperuna. Keep their spot in the back. And of course, this also then tells Itaperuna that he's not up against airborne at the very least. He's up against armour. So it will be interesting if this has any like effect there on what Itaperuna is planning here. We'll have to see. Of course, where Exalted Sorcerer goes for this. But straight for the fuel point here. Jeep pulling, or bike pulling back for some repairs. The Jeep is not. Panzer is being sent in there. Hobbs had to do that fast. Rifleman there for Exalted Sorcerer. We got the 250 half track on the way there. There we go. Jeep pushed off. Obviously, no punning trying to find it out there. Might be trying to bait them into a bigger trap here. We'll have to see. Actually, it's worth noting, the way Siege was, or Exalted Sorcerer focused on the south side does mean a little less initial map control here versus Itaperuna. And more crucially, less resources. Which is definitely great for the DAK play. We got grenades here for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. Light support company out of Itaperuna. And we got some early mines as well up north. I'm going to catch up the Jeep, but just slow down any advance there by Exalted Sorcerer. Back rushing forwards, catch Ralph's squad here. Grenades almost done. Of course, there's a DAK. Early grenades for those early sticky bombs can be a very good choice. You can help deal with the bike or the 250 half track pretty fast. North here, Rifleman there standing watch while they grab the munitions point. Concentrating light vehicles, he has some risk, and we do get assault grenades out of Itaperuna. Can be good for hunting down infantry. And oh, explosion has got the bike. That's a pretty good hit there for Exalted Sorcerer Siege. Painful blow there to Itaperuna. Does lose a bit of, shall we say, overall field mobility against his opponent. Meanwhile, more rifle there for Exalted Sorcerer Siege and the forces of democracy.
Assault grenadiers have been assigned.
There you go, assault grenadiers out there with MP40s and their Stielhandgranate. Meanwhile, medical station there for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. Bit of quiet here as Itaperuna, of course, looking to push forwards. And Exalted Sorcerer, I think, is just building up for the next push, reorganizing a bit there, making sure his forces are somewhat coordinated and able to, well, reach each other in terms of distance, so they aren't like easily isolated by the Germans. And there you go. He's waiting for the 250 half tracks and stuff. This assault grenade is in and go aggressively here against his opponent. Another reason, of course, having access to the snares will be important for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege, because that could always get him some trouble. And certainly, it's the sort of thing that would make an airborne build with a lot of power finders very difficult, because, again, you're going to lack the snares, meaning the MP40s will give you trouble. So you'd have to, like, go for some way of, like, compensating. I'm pushing northwards here. Weapon support center for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. Bazookas lightly, probably some half-tracks as well there. Further south there, grabbing the southern victory point. Victory point's wide, small lead for the Americans. And certainly while the match has almost lasted 5 minutes, the engagements overall so far not really had like any heavy casualties on either side. Mine goes off, assault group's closing in there. Do get a grenade hit. We took a lot of damage here. done a bit of damage to them. Rifleman up close with MP40s, the machine pistol and 40. I'm getting focused down here up north. Rifleman scouts pushing forwards, 30 cal there for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege as we got Itaperuna with another Assault Grenadier squad. More Sturmgrenadiere. There we go. All men equipped with the MP40. Main submachine gun of the German army. Overall solid and fairly reliable submachine gun. One of its major advantages though was it was just fairly easy to produce and cheap for that. Which is largely made out of stamped metal. 30 cal on the way there. Rifle reinforcing healing. Assault going eastwards. Rifle withdrawing. Obviously you're not gonna face off against the assault grenadiers at closer ranges. Rushing forwards here. We also got the mechanized company out of there for Itaperuna, so I'm guessing Armoured, maybe some Marders or Stug D's here. And there you go. Assault grenadiers, they're mechanized. Format again, a strong assault continue here for Itaperuna. Can also like quickly score the occasional wipe here against Exalted Sorcerer of Siege if he's not careful. Keep engaging there. Smoke deployed. Nope, by the way, the scouts there pop their new Veterans 1 ability where basically they can pop a smoke grenade when they retreat, similar to the scouts. Not entirely sure why they thought that was necessary for the scouts, personally, but here we are. Strength of the steel there. Meanwhile, Itaperuna, though, continues to not trouble with the battle group, but he's definitely starting to, like, rack up some casualties on his opponent with all of these assault grenadiers. 30 cal, that proves to be a bit of a problem there. Back at base for Itaperuna, resources being built up there. No sign of the Armoured or anything else. Might be worried, of course, about bazooka teams or anti-tank half-tracks. We got the Infantry Support Center, so you can't even go for the half-tracks you wanted to. Do you need a support center for that particular unit?
We shall have additional forces available shortly.
Using the munitions, and we do get the Armoured out of Itaperuna and the German army. Sonderkraftfahrzeug 232. And we got support armor elements. That means Stug D's and cavalry vehicles. So, Itaperuna clearly looking to turn up the heat here on his American opponent. In as Exalted Sorcerer here is trying to match his opponent's sheer aggressive drive now. As all these assault grenades, particularly with the combined arm bonus, are clearly giving Exalted Sorcerer Siege a bit of a tough time. There you go, Armoured out. So that will definitely give Itaperuna there even more firepower here. In particular, highly mobile firepower. We got the support elements upgrading the way there. The south side, keep withdrawing. Up north here, Rifle Scouts keeping up the fight here. Motor pool for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. Guessing Greyhounds and Chaffies. Of course, also anti-tank guns are a distinct possibility. Well, in there, got assault grenades flanking up behind here. We even get a smoke grenade. Probably deal with that 30 cal, but still just briefly there was like a bit, why would he do that? Cover the rifle scores there. Getting caught here though by the Jeep rifle closing in now. Armoured keeping a sound distance because the rifle squads here, of course, can have selected sprint, meaning they can quickly rush in on the armored car and hit it with an anti-tank grenade. So Itaperuna, of course, making sure to keep his armored car a respectful distance from the Americans. Rifle's good force back. Anti-tank is there for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. Bit rare to actually see them not go for bazookas at all here. I feel like bazooka teams have gone a lot more popular. But Exalted Sorcerer of Siege might just be a bit more old-fashioned. I don't need no fancy bazookas. I need anti-tank guns. Emblems there though for Itaperuna. Still no battle group for him though. That said, it's starting to feel a lot like advanced or armored support there. That tends to be the most popular one. Like mid to late game picks. But it could still be for somebody trying to combine arms or can infantry, but again, as the match goes on, these two choices become significantly less likely. Still pushing up north here.
Utility vehicle as requested.
480 versus 362. North there, points are being seized.
Commandant, you need us?
Keep sneaking up. Got the Arctics hanging about here. Match there's definitely looking a bit rough for the Americans. Germans under Itaperuna have secured very strong map control, locking down most of the avenues. We see the Exalted Sorcerer seems really strong to like just break out of this iron fist here. Itaperuna has got across the map. He's gonna do something fairly clever. I mean, he's gonna have to think, try and outflank here Itaperuna either through the north or the south. I suppose he could launch a major assault for the center. Arctic be engaged against 10 gun Captain moving forwards. Shotguns here in the south could get forced off pretty soon here. Not entirely sure he keeps fighting this engagement. He just should withdraw here, honestly. I mean, there's the argument he might be buying time, but I think at this rate, with how low health they are, that is not looking to be a good or an acceptable risk. Or ground on the way there. But versus the infantry, and of course, can also work versus stuff like the Archnot. It's sort of nice middle ground here for Exalted Sorcerer Siege. Covers a bit the lighter vehicles and the infantry. Versus Chaffee obviously commits heavily versus light vehicles and medium armor. So it does give him a bit more flexibility compared to the Chaffee. American forces launching shot in the center. We do get Italian infantry out of Itaperuna. That is actually a bit of a surprise. Like most players, again, the vast majority of them at this stage going for armored support. A late game Italian infantry pick is very unusual. 250 after rushing up north, the Captain busy. And here the Raptor being overcome by the assault grenadiers and their heavy volume of death. Graham moving in, 50 cals, armored sights goes the way there. And of course with the Itaperuna lacking any Panzerjägers or many units with anti-tank grenades, Graham can play very aggressively right now. We do get the Pack 38 called in here, but that's not going to be enough here. There you go, counter shot ability activated briefly. Doing a lot of damage to Itaperuna's assault grenadiers before then quick withdrawing. Arcton engaged again. And there you go, Pack 38 at the ready. Smoke, of course, making a bit of mess of it. Of course, this case misses, and Exalted Sorcerer just withdraws the armored car. I mean, at that point, not much reason to have the Greyhound about there still. Not much fun at all. Fighting for the center here, brewing up. Another German and American scuffle here. Next in there trying to blast the German light vehicles, but keeps missing. It's very good there for Itaperuna, I'd argue. Not to deal there for Exalted Sorcerer and its anti-tank investment. We get a bit of pressure in the south here, even as most of the fighting is very much being drawn towards the center. Exalted Sorcerer is making sure to at least move somewhat across the different parts of the map. And again, look to slightly undercut his opponent's resource and map control. Thumbs up. And the assault grenades in the center getting absolutely demolished. About to get wiped out, in fact. Still, not much else out of the base of Exalted Sorcerer as of yet. Itaperuna, meanwhile, not much out. I mean, he went for the Arctard, and that's it. He's even research support elements, but what it was called there. But crucially, we have yet to see anything out of that. It does seem like Itaperuna might be having a slightly hard time figuring out what to do next here versus Exalted. Holy smokes! Counter shot going at it. Yeah, that got changed from being a mechanized support ability to its timed ability, I think, with veterancy. But since the Greyhound, the even got wiped, soldiers got wiped. And seeing the recruit, and Arctot disengaging under cover of smoke. Some nasty losses there. But concerning that Exalted Sorcerer has more infantry than Itaperuna at the moment, not entirely sure that came out too well there for Itaperuna. So now we see bars upgraded. Though, again, his opponent doesn't have a lot of infantry, so I'm not entirely sure how much sets that will ultimately make, but at the same time it does mean like whatever infantry again there is will certainly be not particularly well favored against Exalted Sorcerer's
Italian
forces.
engineers are eager for orders, Commandant.
And now we got the Coh3 replacing the lost assault grenadiers with Italian assault engineers,
Proximity alarm near
equipped
our
with the
victory
excellent
point.
M38 Beretta submachine gun. So considered great because it was all just very reliable, good performance, and also had a very nice large 40-round magazine. So you know, wasn't like going to be running out of ammunition right away unless you were just waving around and just
All
toasting
victory
everything.
points are under enemy control. We must act.
You're in a Hollywood movie. 109 versus 258. We got the triple cap here from the Americans over the Germans. Coh3 in the way there. Noting no upgrades there for them in terms of the flamethrower, at least not yet. Also, pretty big health bonus there, Veteran 3. That's going to make them pretty tanky.
We have infantry
Given
available in
factor in
reserve,
some of
Commandant.
the bonus to make them harder to hit as well. We'll of course have to see if Itaperuna connect to get them. And meanwhile, Exalted Source of Scene clearly displeased about the loss of his armored car there. Goes for another Greyhound. The Arclight swing in there, hitting that 3rd Cal team, forcing it to withdraw, to retreat. And the South Assault goes sneaking forwards.
Hardline defenses and structures are available.
There we
for
go,
Panzer
Panzerarmee
and
Commando
Transportatori.
for Mr. Itaperuna. Getting blasted, Rifle pushing 40, backed up by Bull Rifle. Coh3 then actually a pretty bad engagement. Not entirely sure Itaperuna decided to keep up with that. That was just not good at all. Like he's out in the open, he's up against Countless Rifle and the Greyhound. There's just nothing to be gained then, only more to lose for every passing moment. That was a very questionable call out of Itaperuna. He is going for the Panzerarmee Commando, and the Central American forces are pushing in here, though quickly running out of numbers and support here. The assault ultimately does fall apart here with a bit of a gentle push out of Itaperuna. But there you go, anti-tank here to the rescue, sort of.
Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
And Itaperuna, not slowing down, goes straight for armored reserves. Guessing a Penta 4, though he could surprise us by going straight for the Tiger tank. Not entirely sure though that's what he's going to do, but I certainly would recommend going straight for the Tiger tank right now. I mean, he does have a lot of good leads, but the problem is, like, try and just go straight for a Tiger tank at times can definitely give your opponent a time to erode whatever lead you got. So it's always something you do have to be a bit careful about there, to consider fully through the full magnitude of the consequences that might befall you as you hold up for the Tiger tank.
Attention! Victory point under enemy control.
Bit of quad here overall. Out that armored car.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Victory points wise, the gap is really growing here. Exalted Sorcerer needs to do something soon here. He might even have to get a bit cornered at the current state of progress. Meanwhile, another entertaining Exalted Sorcerer. Clearly he's starting to get a bit worried about Itaperuna and his potential for armor, though so far Itaperuna hasn't really committed much of any tanks. I mean, at most, you know, it's been the armored car, that's it. Meanwhile, Exalted Sorcerer up there for the EC8 armored car down in, 30 cal in a bit of trouble. So, other way, double entertainment here. Itaperuna could soon go for a Panda 3 or again a Panda 4 more likely. He could also go for the double Stuke, but I don't think there's necessarily a lot on the field here that really like screams you need double Stuke. I mean, you can still go for it as long as you remember to upgrade the machine guns, but a Panda 4 with assault grenades I think would ultimately be better under current circumstances. German force pushing 40, Jeep still alive by the way. Good work here by Exalted Sorcerer of Scene to keep his Jeep alive for that long. Up is up. Oh, as I say that, he gets it hit with a grenade, but somehow... Oh, didn't get it away! I thought it was about to get away, and then he gets knocked out. There's some impressively awkward luck. 250 still out of there, just blazing at the Americans. 356, 154.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Greyhound out, being engaged there, closing in. We see here Exalted Sorcerer Siege being fearless. Tank depot on the way, about to get the arc dart here. Smoke is deployed, but I don't think it's going to be sufficient here. Or it is, because he's afraid to push through on the smoke due to what might be on the other end. Instead, just going for sort of a more half-baked option, firing to the shot, hoping to get lucky, and then withdrawing out of the way. But gave my cat their shock, as I said, but explosively due to the counter shot on the Glossatori that got extended there. He does get a wipe there. Sorry about that, so. That. Meanwhile, Panther 4 has arrived here with some assault grenades to replace the losses suffered. Dashing in for Deutschland. Ooh, going for the entertainment here, catching Exalted Sorcerer of Siege here. Very much unprepared and unguarded. Wiping the entertainment, even stealing it would be a big problem here for Siege, and of course, grabbing it would be an even bigger issue. Still, triple cap here from Exalted Sorcerer of Siege, starting to bleed out. Itaperuna, thumbs up. And direct that M1 anti-tank gun. More anti-tank guns, clearly not keen on giving up what was lost.
Our enemy has the upper hand. We have 300 points.
Panther 4 there, bouncing shots at max range. Very good. So he's got the tank depot, but he can't exactly go for these yet anytime soon because even when he had the manpower, he's lacking in fuel. So he's about, I would say, 2 minutes away, maybe a bit more than that, from being able to call in the Easy 8. That still also requires him not to bleed too many units. That means otherwise would not have enough manpower to start building it if he's not careful.
Let's see what you're made of. Gentlemen, welcome to the front.
Panzer IV armored car there, being repaired or waiting repairs.
We have only 200
Come on, mach schnell this repairs. The Americans aren't going to be waiting for you to get finished. They aren't? Nein. What makes you think that?
Field howitzers can be towed into battle.
Howitzers there being brought up for Itaperuna potentially. That could give Exalted Sorcerer of Siege there a bit of a headache. But it's hard to say when that's going to go for it. Most players tend not to bother with it at all. But then again, in the current metagame, most players I feel like don't even bother with Italian infantry. So, I mean, we're certainly out into a less charted territory at the moment here. More less modern GPS maps, more like, you know, here be dragon medieval stuff type maps. As the sides, it's time to move elsewhere and find let's set up more upright. So, Panther forming forwards here. The Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung G. More upgraded version of the Panther 4 before they began slapping the armored side skirts on there. We got a munitions cache out of Itaperuna. Interesting pick here. I feel like most would have gone for fuel cache, but maybe he's got something planned now. I mean, there is straight artillery, so who knows. 206, 154 there. American forces move the Exalted Sorcerer of Siege and the US 3rd Armored Division striking in there. A big move of democracy here against the Germans. And we got more tactics here out of Itaperuna. One half they're already gone. Ammunition cache here, I think, won't last too much longer here for Itaperuna unless, for whatever reasons, Exalted Sorcerer of Siege just decides he doesn't want to shoot it. I mean, that is a possibility. Further south, the 30 coming forwards. Up north, Greyhound versus the Panther 4 there. And there you go. Munitions cache. About to go kablamo. In a very safe and controlled explosion, obviously. I mean, just stacking all that munitions together. Obviously, getting shot at would not create a massive boom. Panther 4 diving in, getting snared up here. Right in front of the anti-tank gun. Definitely an error here by Itaperuna. He does get the anti-tank gun, but there's a second one around here. More crucially, the other one can be equipped recruit as well. So that was a very, I think, questionable push here by Itaperuna. And it's one where I think Exalted Sorcerer of Siege has a very good chance of just knocking it out there. At which point Itaperuna is going to be significantly behind, and particularly if Exalted Sorcerer now goes for Sherman EC8. Really start applying the pain here. So far though, thankfully for Itaperuna, Exalted Sorcerer of Siege has yet to press that button. He has yet to summon the almighty Brad Pitt. There you go though, just to say that he does push the button, he finally summons forth Brad Pitt. Losses inflicted, Sturm Grenadier pushing forwards there with MP40s, overwhelming the Americans. EC8 slowly getting ready here, Greyhound of course need repairs. We have a lot of rifle need of healing and reinforcements.
We have the point. No sweat. Not anything for us.
Do you have any upgrades there, by the way, for him besides... No, he hasn't gone for, say, advanced logistics or anything like that. It's been interesting. I do actually wonder, what do the assault grenades get in terms of bonuses? Fair enough. Arclight Efficiency 3. So that's definitely a big health bonus, plus a big increased rate of fire, and a big increase the range of its command mode. Brilliant assault here, ripping through the 30 cal cruiser, moving in EC8 strikes. Brad Pitt is on the offense. The assault grenade, of course, realizing a bit of trouble once they're facing off against Brad Pitt. Meanwhile, we got here the Panther forward assault grenades on the way for Itaperuna, giving up to a total of 3 of them now. There you go. Alright, we need to make this the front line. I've heard reports that Brad Pitt might be here. Brad who? Pitt? Apparently he's a really big Pitt person with the Americans. Don't ask me why. There you go, Arctic sneaking EC, turning around its mighty gun, engaging the Arclight there. And there you go, taking heavy fire from cell sources. Due to Veteran 3, it does have enough health to get away, plus all the upgrades there. I mean, it's close to having as much health as a more standard medium tank, which honestly is going to be a bit silly there. But it's grenades and assault grenadiers. 170, 120. Exalted Sorcerer is acting a pretty good job closing the gap between the twin Sam's victory points, though Itaperuna does have a continued casualty lead here over his opponent. With them inflict 100 of them compared to the 70 here of Exalted Sorcerer. You can see he's trying to go for that treble cap here. He wants to beat out his opponents fast. He wants to ensure this match does not run against the Americans and their war machine.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Meanwhile, Exalted Sorcerer of Siege is not soon too far away, I think, from another EC8. That could get a bit awkward here for Itaperuna. And for getting blasted, anti-tanks going for the Sherman EC8 here. Itaperuna's Panzerkampfwagen getting blasted, peppered. Of course, Exalted Sorcerer's EC8 isn't quite getting the easy treatment either. What would be next out of other player? I mean, for Exalted Sorcerer, I do imagine more EC8s for Itaperuna. Hand of Thieves, Stug Ds. I suppose you could set up for some Stug Gs as well, or you could go for Martyrs. Honestly, I think would be half bad versus like a potential larger number of EC8s of Exalted Sorcerer. Radical, they're hard at work, hosing down the Americans. Ace level machine gun crew there. It also means, you know, once it's set up, if it's got the right bonus, it becomes very tanky, can ignore a large amount of damage. The southeast assault has been shot at. But can at least grab the point, and we got incendiary munitions out of the mortar half-track. Thumbs up. We'll now look at the ability of the mortar half-track. More 30 cal pushing in. Another EC there for Exalted Sorcerer of Siege. More Brad Pitt goodness. There goes striking the 30 cal's flank. And it escapes, because again, it has a lot of bonuses, and of course with the Veteran 3 gets at least some of the damage reduction, even while it's not set up, I believe. Second EC almost done it, wrapping up north, getting absolutely plastered here with heavy automatic fire, and of course the cannon fire of the Panther 4. Still, Exalted Sorcerer is slowly clawing his way back to the map. He's definitely getting somewhere. And for Itaperuna, the risks are increasing. That said, getting rid of the anti-tank guns is pretty good for him. There you go, second EC for Exalted Sorcerer of Zinch. After letting hits. EC getting blasted with the pack for the 8 here, the Panzer with Kanal 38. EC going forward, got a second anti-tank coming up this time though, he pilfered American one. Thumbs up here to Itaperuna. Good work foraging off his opponent. Using their weapons. Assault Green is getting hammered by the EC8, but overall though, the crucial part is for Exalted Sorcerer, he at least he survived with the EC. Losing it here would have been quite uncomfortable, and certainly been a big help there for Itaperuna. But being unable to get it, that definitely means he's got 2 EC8s, which, I mean, it basically presents this sort of threat over his head, where like any moment they could suddenly like hit him with a lot of EC8s, and he might then be unable to stop it. And he suffered very heavy loss of stopping it. 164-79 here, German forces racing onto the center, but against suppressed here. The 30 cal at ace level is doing a phenomenal job halting all of Itaperuna's force. They're forcing a mass rout. Pack Freddy also exposed here. This is turning into a bit of a nightmare here in the center. Oh, committed there, left his rear lines exposed, and now Exalted Sorcerer is leaping upon it like a cat leaping on unattended, cooked meat on the kitchen counter. Panzer Pioneer there being pinned down, forced away. Should either grab it or destroy it. Further south, also exploiting the chaos in the center. The scouts moving in, they're grabbing on the south. Thumbs up there to Exalted Sorcerer. Very good play there. 2 anti-tanks lying about there. Again, should either destroy or grab them, but either way, allowing the opponent to get them back, I'll definitely describe as a mistake if he allows it to happen without like any contest. We certainly have seen matches in the past where, an entire match, definitely ended up going poorly for the player field to destroy them. And they're starting to lie about there. So, Sword Grenades moving in there. As again, it does mean the opponent has a really good chance of making a comeback. There we go. Already crewed 1 here. So suddenly, things looking a lot less ideal. And there go, 30 cal crew exploded by the Panther 4 there.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
There you go, anti-tank back in action as the EC80 already. 30 cal in the center being swarmed. Sword Grenades charging, and we got the Shield Granada being flung at them. Assault Grenades grabbing the southern victory point there. At this point, Itaperuna though is definitely holding up for a Tiger tank. Fuel-wise is there, manpower-wise is close. He's been able to take advantage at least of some of Exalted Sorcerer's here, I think, mistakes to push for the Tiger tank. The thumbs up there to Itaperuna. And the Tiger tank will definitely be a bit tougher to deal with for Exalted Sorcerer, particularly supported by, like, multiple anti-tank guns and a Panther 4. Almost got the Panther was there, but ooh, cost him a squad there. After that, ace level is doing an absolutely phenomenally terrifying job there. 41, again, like, just get some kind of nutty bonuses. And again, we factor in like a big 35% rate of fire bonus. They can do a lot of damage to infantry. You see, they're very fast. On a 64, a 46 was a 55. You see there, Itaperuna is more than eagerly looking to just beat his opponent out. And there you go, holding the reinforcements, realizing he's reinforcing his stuff and needs the Tiger tank out here. So this could be a brief moment where there might be a chance for Exalted Sorcerer to maybe leap a bit further ahead here of Itaperuna, meaning that once the Tiger tank arrives, it may not be quite as difficult to deal with. At least it may not have as much impact if he's like able to build up enough victory point bleeding there. And there's an American force striding forwards. EC8 there, of course, at the ready.
You have available command points.
Exalted Sorcerer might not be able to go for third one soon. And 3 EC8s could actually be a problem for the Tiger tank to deal with, particularly if it's not supported well. There you go. Panther engaged, going for the northern point. 30 cal still abandoned. Center line, well, just kind of left behind. Here we got 146 versus 45. The clock is ticking. Easy at the Panther up north. We got the assault grenadiers rushing in here, but low on health with no experience. They are easy targets for the Americans, who expertly just absolutely crashed them. Then about to fall here. We got 144 to 45 here. So much action. I do wonder what that gets. Rate of fire, movement speeds. It's definitely not bad. Up northeast, they're going hard here. Striking at the Panther 4, anti-tanking the crew again. Arctard nearby, won't be able to do much. And there you go, Panther 4 and the Panzer Pioneers wiped in a single gun. The EC hits ace level there. Full Brad Pittness has been achieved. Channeling into all of his movies at the same time. Questionable results, but overall does give him some impressive stats. Meanwhile, another EC on the way there for Exalted Sorcerer. Big wave of assault grenades. I mean, at this point, Itaperuna's force is mostly composed of assault grenades with a bit of other stuff to like support them.
We have 100 points remaining.
Anti-tank grenade off the EC. They're just making short work here off Itaperuna's infantry. That one is almost done. Finally got the Tiger tank up, but again, it got delayed a lot. They imagine with the Tiger tank being up there earlier to support here. That could have looked a lot different, but again, at this point, now Itaperuna is significantly further behind, and he has to like play the Tiger tank both more aggressively and riskily. Also fairly intelligent, of course. At this point, he's up against a larger force with more tanks, meaning, in theory, like, you know, because Bunny could kind of play around him if he's smart. So, there's definitely some issues here on the horizon for Itaperuna, and we'll have to see if the Tiger tank can, like, turn the tide there. Or what will happen. Tiger Arctard bringing in the rapid being plastered with heavy autocannon fire. EC and the heavy repairs. Soldiers being ripped apart. EC moving forwards, ace level. Arctard there getting a massive hit there from the ECA. Almost got it there, but again, it can take like a lot of tanks of tier 3 with at least some of the upgrades there. Doesn't have self-repair at least. At which state it would be pretty close like a regular medium tank in terms of durability. Which again is honestly absurd. But there you go. Assault was right in the center. 32 versus 45. At this point, Itaperuna is dramatically behind Exalted Sorcerer here. The losses are piling up at a devastating pace. And while he has a Tiger tank, the Tiger tank can't do everything for him. 22. 21. Entering the bed, trouble exposed to the Tiger tank. Easy hits the quick battle with 8 rep rounds. Except with the ace one, of course, now having a long duration on the ability can really rip through armor there. Heavier stuff. Another unit wiped down just 2 assault grenadier squads and the Pack 38, which he did manage to find a crew there. Tiger tank getting pelted. Easy is diving in there for democracy. Tiger tank trying to withdraw here. Can it survive? Doesn't look like it. No extra rounds out of Exalted Sorcerer. Bit of an oversight. Oh, for some reason turns away from the Tiger tank. That's a bit lucky here for Itaperuna. 21 versus 33. Brad Pitt goes at it. Shot bounces. 250 or 232 then knocked out. Easy it goes down. Brad Pitt jumps out, and more likely is flung out by the stunt crewmen before they're consumed by the fires of the exploding Sherman. Another team. He hit the one, and the AoE damage cooked off the other one. What on earth? This Tiger tank is absolutely living the dream. Epic, dramatic propaganda music playing as it's just ripping apart Americans. Lord Otto! Thought he was about to get wiped out. 21-16 here. This Tiger tank is doing it all except capturing the points, and that's really what Itaperuna right now needs. More ECs for Exalted Sorcerer here. 21 versus 13. Panzer Pioneer en masse there. I'm surprised no went for that self-repair abilities. On to good. There you go. Rapid rush again. Tiger Tank ability 2. Noting no pinwheel machine gun. Almost had the wipe there. More wipes. He's down to just the Panzer Pioneer soon coming in. The ambulance and the heavily damaged Tiger Tank. What on earth? Absolute carnage here. Real brutality. 21 measure 13. Eagle rolling in.
We have lost control of a victory point.
20, 30, versus 13, 19. At this point, it does look like it is GG here for Itaperuna. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to be able to like, get any points back. And there you go, E-seat going in. Brad Pitt back in the seat. Bitch, 3-1 small Tiger Tank bounces another shot. Still not HVAC rounds. I don't know why most American players never bother with it. But there you go. Another flanks, and there you go. GG from Itaperuna. So there you go. Game over. An absolutely brutal battle here on Villa Fiore. Spectacular combat from both sides. From the end, Itaperuna feel like slipped up just a bit here in terms of timings, and that allowed Exalted Sorcerer just to pull in there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Machine. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.